What's up, everybody? This is Tradecraft. My name is Arch, and welcome to another exciting video. And today we are going to be in Moho learning how to animate a quadruped rig. Rig that we're working with today is Alfred the elephant rig, and right now we're just going to go through everything and see what each of these bones and the controls do. Alright, so we're going to use our manipulate bones tool right here. We're going to start off with this one. This is mouth open and close. Okay, so we've got eyes open and close. We've got eyes up and down, eyes side to side. We've also got eyes mean. We've got a head control here, trunk control, front end control. We've got the rear end control here, and we've got squash and stretch on each one of the leg bones here, as you can see. And at the end, we've got target bones on each leg. Okay, so we are ready to go. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we want to do here is hide all the bones that have nothing to do with animating the body or the legs. Alright, so we're going to have your select bone tool here. We're going to select these bones. Let's try it again. Alright, and then Control H will hide those. So now what we have is all of the bones that we're going to be animating with. Alright, we're going to look what's on this layer here. We're going to take a look at this top layer that's marked lines. What we have here are two parallel lines and then two boxes. The lines represent the ground plane so that the character is locked on a solid face, a solid base, solid foundation. The squares represent the actual length of the step, so that every step between the front legs and the back legs are identical and it's the same length. Alright, so we're going to go here to frame 1. We're going to go back onto our elephant here. We are going to use our manipulate bone tool, and we're going to take this first bone here, and we're going to take the first front foot and we're going to lock it up on the front line and the front box, the top line, the bottom line, and the front box. Okay, we're going to do the same with the rear, same thing. We're going to lock that to the corner back here on this box and this line here. And the back, we're going to do just the opposite. We're going to take that foot and put it to that back box corner right here. And this one, same thing. We can hide that foot that's obscuring temporarily, and therefore we've got that right there. Unhide. Okay, we're going to do, let's move this up here. So we're going to set these keyframes and lock them into position. We're going to do Control F. That sets keyframes for every one of the bones that are being shown. Alright, so now we're going to move to frame 13, and we're going to do just the opposite of what we did here. We're going to pull these front legs back and the back legs up front. So let's get on that. So we're going to take this one up here, this one up here, this one's going to go back, this one's going to go back. Let's hide that leg again. We want this square right here, that corner, to be right in here. So we're going to put that right there. Okay, let's turn that front leg back on. And this guy is going to be right here. Okay, we're going to Control F that. Now let's look and see what we have. We have it switching back and forth. Perfect. Alright, so we no longer need the lines right now, so we're going to turn that off. We're going to take these frames right here on frame 1, the keyframes, and we're going to Control C those. We're going to go to frame 25 and we're going to go Control V, which pastes them. So because the step on 1 and 25 are going to be identical. So we've got this ice skating view right here. Now what we need to do is lock the feet position in place and move the character. So in order to do that, we're going to go to frame 13. We are going to turn on onion skinning. Okay, and we are going to put an onion skin here on frame 1. We're going to select all of the bones, Control A. We're going to use the Translate Bone tool, which is keystroke T, or this bone right here. We're going to hold down Alt. Let's turn the line back on for a little bit here. We're going to hold down Alt and we are going to move our whole rig forward until this front foot is mirrored to the front foot of our onion skin. Alright, so now let's take a look at it. We'll turn the onion skin off temporarily, and you can see these front feet right here are now locked into place as he's moving. Okay, so we need to do the same thing for the back. So we're going to go to frame 25. We're going to turn the onion skinning back on. Make sure that the keyframe is on 25. And now we're going to do the same thing for the back feet. So again, Control A selects all of the bones. They're still selected. We're going to hold down Alt, and then we are going to move our character until the back feet are identical. Alright, let's turn this off and check it. Okay, so I see a problem here. Right here. This foot is below the line. You can see this foot on 12 is below the line. It's not up on his line, so we're going to fix that real quick. We're going to move that straight up to where he is on his right ground plane. There we go. Alright. I'm going to turn the lines back off now. So now what we want to do is we are going to create an additive walk cycle. So in order to do that, we're going to deselect all of our bones here. We are going to take this last set of keyframes that we created, right click on them, choose cycle. Okay, in the keyframe pop-out box, we are going to make sure that it's on relative. And we're going to set relative to 23. Okay, and then we're going to tick the additive cycle box. Okay, once we've done that, what that does is it creates a perpetual walking motion for our character. So if we zoom out here and scroll down past frame 25, we can see he continues to go, and he'll keep going as long as for as many frames as you have in your timeline. Okay, right now we've got it set at 120, but you can see he can walk far beyond that and keep going. Alright, so now that that's in place, we're going to zoom back in here and we are going to fix his walk. Next thing we're going to do here is we're going to create what is called the passing cycle, or the passing position. So we're going to go to frame 7. We're going to take the manipulate bones tool and we're going to use the back foot, and we're going to bring that up. Bring that up and bring it slightly out for our passing position. We're going to do the same thing with the back leg. Bring that up and bring it over. Okay, we're going to go to frame 19 and do the same with the front. So we'll go to 19. We're going to take this front foot, bring it up and over. Take the rear, bring it up and over. So now let's zoom out a little bit here and see what we have here. He's actually taking a step. Okay. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put a little movement in it because it looks kind of robotic the way it is now, so we're going to put some up and down movement on there. Alright, so we're going to go to frame 5. And we are going to select our translate bone tool, and on the front we're going to put the angle for the front at 99. So that brings the front down a little bit. And then for the rear, I'm going to highlight all of those. And on the rear, we're going to put 262. Alright, so that brings us to a down position. Now we're going to go on over to frame 10, and we're going to create an up position. So on frame 10, in the rear, I'm going to highlight that. And we're going to put 274. So the rear is going up. And then on the front up position, we're going to put 88. Alright, so we're going to do that again for the second cycle, for the second set of legs. So we're going to move all the way down to frame 16. And we're going to create another down position. Now our down setting was 99 for the front, so we're going to go 99. And our down position for the rear was 262. So we're going to type in 262. Okay, and our up position, which is going to be on frame 22, our up position for the rear was 274. And our up position for the front was 88. So now we have our character with a little up and down movement on there. Okay, which is very, very good. Okay, so next thing we're going to do here is we're going to do a little offset. We're going to offset the keys because as you can see, as the character is walking, we have both the front and back legs are moving at the same time, and we don't want that. So what we want to do is we want to offset that a little bit. We'll go back over to our select bone tool, and we're going to select all the bones that have to do with the front part of the character's animation. So we're going to select that one, the front legs. Okay. Now as you can see at the bottom here, all of the bones that are selected, the keyframes are selected down here in red. So it identifies them for us. So we're just going to go down here and we're going to select all of these keyframes, and we're going to offset them by 4 frames. And what that does is that gives our front legs and back legs a little bit different timing. So as you can see, when he's walking, it's a little more realistic looking. Obviously, this is not how a real elephant would walk. Our elephant is animated, he's a cartoon. And so, yeah, here we go. So there is your walk cycle. Again, I've got only 120 frames on there, but if I were to change the amount from 120 to say 240, he would continue to walk right out of the screen, right out of the frame, all the way to 240. And then start again. Okay, so that's our tutorial. I hope this taught you guys something. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please comment and subscribe. Hit that like button. If you care to further support the channel, this rig is available on our Gumroad, and the link will be down below.